A question about the biggest news that we've had in Australia this last year has been the terrible shooting of innocent people in Sydney, in Bondi Beach, and each state is having some reactions and responses to that. I know Premier Malinowskis has said something about possibly tightening gun laws in South Australia. I understand we actually have a tighter set of regulations or system than in other states. But I presume there's a bigger view on this about multiculturalism, acceptance, sharing of a social capital in the state. So your portfolio, I think, is very relevant to that. What are we expecting to see in South Australia?
Antonia, I think first of all, let me express my shock about what happened at Bondi on Sunday night. I think all Australians were horrified when we saw people enjoying their time out on a summer's night. And of course, we now know that the Jewish community was particularly the target for these two gunmen. At the end of the day, this is about hate, and this is about hatred towards other humans. It's a lack of a humanity. And of course, some conversations since that time have come out about gun laws. But first and foremost, I think it's an emotional response, and particularly for our Jewish community. Many have been concerned, and that is, I guess, the subject at the moment about anti-Semitic behaviour. I also know there's been Islamophobia. Our Hindu community have also felt under attack. So we see people pointing out otherness, as we would call it, or a point of difference. We have reviewed our gun laws from time to time. Obviously, National Cabinet is making some of those decisions, and our Prime Minister has made quite a few statements, as is the Premier.
Engaging in these communities that you mentioned, the various communities have felt ill at ease in more recent times. At least at the state government level, your multicultural charter could be one framework to think about this. Are you imagining there could be other avenues for supporting enhancing social cohesion in the state?
I think part of it, and the Charter talks to that, to reflect on where we've come from, where we are now, and where we're going to the future. But ultimately, this is really about what it is that we share with each other. And that is wanting the desire to live in a very safe place, which Australia is in general. And to say when someone has completely lost that, we need to be aware. We need to be aware that angry people can create terror. But in every religion that I know, that is not the ambition of that religion. The ambition is about hope. It's often about caring about others and being respectful to other people as well. Last night, I attended a vigil, candlelight service at St. Francis in the city. It was a multi-faith service, and members of the Jewish community were there. We also had the Uniting Church, and the Catholic Church, of course, were our hosts. The Hindu community was also well represented, the Baha'i community, to come together and recognise how shattered we are by what's happened. But by working together across faiths, that is how we can stay strong.
Yes, working together across space.